Well, just again, really special day. Special day for our basketball team, our program. I think for our university, and certainly for these seniors to be able to play that game for that for not just a senior day, but to be able to support a program and an entity like the Neighborhood Longhorn program, to be able to raise $120,000 in a matter of 48 hours. It's just really incredible. I'm sure I left out some of the folks personally when we were out there acknowledging everybody, and I certainly don't mean to do that. I know that part of that big Twitter feed was not just Coach Huff, not just Niall Maxwell, but Vince Young Steakhouse and then Dr. Cunningham. All those folks were just tremendous. Chuck Nash Auto Dealership. But just a really special day. It was a great atmosphere for our kids. And again, that's the way it should be, y'all. They've got the attendance at 12,506. And it was really, I'll tell you what makes it special, y'all. It was a great game. But when that game's over, you got every kid, every child that's in that building wanting to get their autograph, to take a picture with these young ladies and the rest of my team. And that's special. These are young ladies that can be great role models for these younger children and give them any motivation they may need to excel at anything. And so again, that's what a women's basketball program can do for your community. And so it was a heck of a game. I want to thank Coach Littell. I got so wrapped up in doing what I always do we've been having a starting lineup that brought Audrey off the bench, and when we put our starters in, you have to have them in by the 10-minute mark, and so I forgot that it was senior night, and so I wanted Audrey in that number, and so Coach he said, man, put them in. He didn't care, and so I really appreciate him doing that, and again, that's the gentleman of the game that he is. And so great win for us, 13-5, 23-6 now. Giving God the glory for this team. We just moved up to third in the league, I think, after the Kansas win at Oklahoma, and there's one more left to play today before it's all said and done. So this team's worked hard. They're going to get a couple days off, Sunday and Monday, and let them regroup, and then we'll get ready to go to the Big 12 tournament.
Joe, where do you think this team is at as you all head into the postseason?
Yeah, I think we're really focused and more consistent defensively right now. We kind of turned over the ball a little bit more than we have in the past couple of games, but I think we've kind of settled down on that aspect, and I think we're just kind of finding our rhythm right now going into tournament play.
Lauren, I think they did a good job. You were pretty assertive getting the ball and scoring early on. Is that a point of emphasis or something you worked on yourself?
I think just in general, we always want to have good guard and post play. And I think I was just in the position tonight to help our team in that way. But yeah, daily we work on our post positions, our guard positions, and it's just really a matter of going out there and executing and finishing.
Audrey, this team played like the world was going to end if you didn't win this game. How was the communication on the court with the crowd? Was it a factor of the noise?
It was a little harder to hear each other. We had to get tighter in the huddles just to make sure we knew what we were all saying and what we were all talking about throughout the stretch. Some of the guards said that we just have to scream louder on some screens, and if that's what we had to do, we did it. So.
Yeah. The coach said just not, even though they talked about it, they just were not ready for the defensive pressure after playing Oklahoma in this laid back zone. Could you tell, while you were putting that pressure on them?
Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
Their coach said they were not ready for your defensive pressure. Could you tell the players weren't ready? I mean, were they?
No, they attacked downhill. We talked about in the huddles that they're just going to put their head down and drive it, and that's what they did.
Joe or Audrey, what did today kind of mean for you as seniors who've been here for 4 years? Obviously, it's a big day for Lauren too. Charlie sitting courtside. What did today just kind of mean what did the senior day mean for you two?
It was just really, really special. I can't really put it into words because it's just a feeling of just so much gratitude and just being so blessed to have played here. Like, there's not a lot of schools like Texas, and I came here and I did it. I accomplished the mission. I'm about to graduate in mechanical engineering, and it wasn't easy, and I'm just proud of myself. So, yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's a bunch of mixed emotions, a lot of happy tears, and it's a great feeling to know that I can check this off my my bucket list, my milestone. I mean, it's a great journey.
Joe, you mentioned you think the team's finding its rhythm. Are there certain areas where you think that's more true?
Yes, defensively, I think our last couple games we've been holding teams to to where we want them, like under, I think today was 50 right now. So we've just been pretty good defensively these last couple games and locked in on that side of the court, and I think that just helps us get rhythm offensively. I mean, today we only scored 65, but I can accredit that to our 20 turnovers probably. But yeah, I think defensively that's where our rhythm is coming from.
Question for all three players. You talked about the crowd noise and how much that kind of motivated you today and how hard you've worked throughout the 4 years. What did that mean to see this crowd show up today and support you and to be loud and kind of be refreshing in that way, for all three players?
I mean, it's obviously great to have that support. Having a home crowd really does help. I mean, so it was nice. It was nice, especially since it's senior day and, we have that money that we're donating. But it was fun. It was loud. It was exciting. It was easy to play, knowing that you have a whole crowd, on your back.
Yeah, I just second that and say it's just like a great ending to a story. You always picture your senior day kind of like how it was today. So it was really special to see everybody come out and show support.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to see everyone out there and see how many people would come and support us.
Coach, with that being said, did you feel like what you had said a couple of weeks ago really galvanized or motivated some of the city here to come out and be there for your team?
I don't know. All I can do is I'm passionate about my job. I'm passionate about these kids. I want the best for them. And that includes, when you're coaching, you want them to be their best. And, I don't apologize for being demanding. At the same time, they deserve to be rewarded. And, part of love is discipline. And at the same time, you got a bunch of folks within literally not many miles. And if they'll just come out and give these kids one look, they'll be back. And again, the experience is more than just a game. The experience that these fans get, whether they want to come down or they've got their grandkids or their own children, my kids aren't running to the locker room after the game. They're staying out there 45 minutes, an hour, signing autographs, taking pictures, all that. I mean, that's really special. So if I can just expose people to my players, how can you not love these kids? How can you not want to come back? How can you not want to bring your child back to a game? Or maybe you brought your buddy, How can you not want to do that? It was electric in there, and it was fun, and and it's affordable. I say it all the time. We need the atmosphere for these players. We need the home court advantage. Let's just work on that right now, and so it's really special. I'm awfully proud of of the folks that came out, and we're appreciative. I think every one of my players would tell you we appreciate everyone coming out and supporting them. And you know what? I think if you had all 12,000 in here, they'd tell you it was a lot of fun.
And just building off that, you said hopefully in a week or two you'll be right back here. So what worked maybe in the last week or two to kind of get more people out here and fill some of these seats that you'll keep trying to do as you hopefully are here in a week or so?
Yeah, again, the exposure piece. Just, okay, today it was pretty affordable. I mean, everything. $1 this, $1 that, $1 hot dog, $1 popcorn. Okay. Next time you come, it's an NCAA tournament game. You're going to have to pay NCAA tournament money. That's just the way it is. But the product hadn't changed. You know, the team hadn't changed. In fact, they'll probably be better in 2 weeks. So that being said, how many opportunities do you get in life? Nothing's guaranteed, y'all. I mean, I think we're going to do this. I've been doing this now for quite a long time in my career, but there's no guarantees. You just you never know what might happen. So I've been telling these kids, embrace the moment. You know, they're seniors, but the rest of my team, don't take it for granted. I had a really good team that last year before I came here was 27-6, and they were all freshmen and sophomores, and we had the NCAA tournament yanked out from underneath us. And that team was poised to make a run. So I've told this team, man, don't take things for granted. You never know what possibly might happen. So I would just encourage anybody, you know, in 2 weeks, come back. It'll be the same product, if not better.
Can you look ahead like half a week, other than win the Big 12 tournament? What are the things you want to accomplish as you move along in team development?
Yeah, I want to keep winning. I want our kids to keep having success. I want to stop turning the ball over or stop turning the ball over, you know. It's real important that we continue to work and get better. I think that's always been a key with my teams. You know, it's March. Well, we don't stop working. We don't stop working hard. We don't stop getting better. I think that's what last year's team did as we got into the NCAA tournament postseason. I mean, even when we went to the Big 12 tournament last year, we beat a heck of an Iowa State team in a knockdown dragout. Then we played Baylor. It's a 5-point game with 3 to go, and we get the rebound and got a chance to cut it, and we dribble it off our foot, and they score, and it go back up 7. So we got better last year at the right time, and that's what I want this team. And you say, well, Vic, you're 23-6, you're 13-5, you're pretty good right now. Sure, but there's always room to get better, and we want to get better. I mean, here's the thing about postseason. It starts with the Big 12 tournament. You got to get hot. You got to have a little luck, but you got to get hot. And you know, how many we won in a row, Danny? 8 in a row. So I mean, we're approaching it. You know, some might think we are, but I don't think anybody up here thinks we played great. Like the second half, like we were bad today. Give Oklahoma State credit. You know, Jim and his team, I told him, be proud of that team. They didn't quit. They fought their tail off, and I didn't think we did some things very well. And again, part of it was my fault. We had some things going on, but you know, I thought the second half was not very good. So we got to get better. And that'll be something that we can grow on and get better on. But look, I'm not going to lament on that. This team just finished off a great run, and I'm awfully proud of them, y'all. You think about where we were when we started this journey back in September, with 1 starter back and 9 new players, and we're 1.5 starters back. I mean, it's been a journey, and these kids have really done a great job. I mean, I couldn't be more proud of them. So they deserve today. I'm happy for them.
Was it fun getting your career high on senior day?
Yeah, I didn't even know I got it, but yeah, it was fun. I was just more so caught up in the fact that it was senior day, you know, having my teammates there. So.
How do you feel this team is playing as you all head into the postseason?
I'm really excited for us. Like Coach said, the work doesn't stop. We're not satisfied, but I am excited, and just how hard we've been working and how we've been clicking. Our chemistry has been coming together, and I think we have a bright future, even though this is the last conference, I guess, game. But like we have a bright future, and I'm excited.
Audrey, Vic has said consistently that you only need one chance to sell yourself to fans and to get people attached to this team. Do you think you guys did a good job of selling yourself to the fans today?
I do, definitely today. I think the last few games we've had really has showed fans what we can do.
This today was that money, $120,000 going to the neighborhood Longhorns fund group. It's all about athletes like you going to make a difference in communities for kids who look at you as heroes. And can you internalize that or talk about that? What does that mean to you? Have you ever experienced talking to a kid and you're changing the direction of their lives in some cases? And yeah, do you have any comments on that?
Earlier on my court wall giving autographs and taking pictures, a little girl gave me a note that said I'm one of her favorite players and that I'm a role model. And the feeling that you get from hearing someone say that is just unreal. Like, you're really making an impact on people's lives, kids' lives, and it's a good feeling.
Yeah, I personally, like, it just doesn't register to me that, like, I really am a role model to people. Like, I feel like I'm just Joe and I'm just doing what I do because this is who I am, and people look up to me. It just kind of blows my mind. I just feel like, I don't know, I'm kind of regular. I just do what I do. That's just me, and it's just amazing to hear that somebody is like looking for me or looking up to me, and yeah, that I don't fathom it personally.
Yeah, I just think, like, you never know what anyone's gone through, but, like, little kids in their lives, you never know. So it's always good to see them after the game and put a smile on their face. I think that makes me happy. Out of all the things, that's one of the most important things, just being able to be there for somebody, even though you don't know what they're going through, but just being able to put a smile on their face, I think that's the best thing.
Lauren, yesterday we asked Joe and Audrey to say some nice words about you since you're here now. Can you talk a little bit about playing with them the last 2 years and kind of being part of their senior class?
I appreciate them a lot. Like, I texted Joe earlier that, like, I look up to her in ways that she doesn't even know. Like, I really do appreciate them for welcoming me with open arms, especially during the middle of last year's season. But I do appreciate them. I love them a lot, and they're great players. Joe's such a great player, and so is Audrey. I look up to her. I hype her head up every day. So, yeah, I love them. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, praise the Lord and hook 'em.